Number 20, let's read the question. A transporter was contracted to transport 103 tons of sand from site A to site B. The transporter used 2 lorries, a 7-ton lorry and a 14-ton lorry. The transporter incurred a cost of 3,000 Kenya shillings per trip for the 7-ton lorry and 4,000 Kenya shillings per trip for the 14-ton lorry. The total cost incurred by the transporter was 47,000 Kenya shillings. A. Given that the 7-ton lorry made X trips while the 14-ton lorry made Y trips, write down 2 equations to represent the information. So let's go. So here we have 7-ton lorry and we have 14-ton lorry, and we are told here that 7-ton lorry made X trips while the 14-ton lorry made Y trips. So this is very simple. The first equation, I will just say 7x plus 14y is equal to, so the number of tons to be transported by the two was 133 tons. So therefore this one is equal to 133. Of course, this one, if we simplify, let me see, if we take 133 and divide it by 7, that gives us 19. And then we shall look at that, we shall simplify that, and then we are told again that the transporter incurred a cost of this one per trip of the 7-ton. So the 7-ton here is now represented by letter X. So we shall have 3,000 X plus 4,000 Y. This one should give us 47,000. So from here, so the first one, when simplified, we divide both sides by 7 by 7. So we shall have X plus 2Y being equal to 19. And then this one, if we divide, if we divide here both sides by 1,000, then we shall have 3x plus 4y being equal to, so this will be 47. So these are the equations, 2 marks. Then now B, use matrix method to solve the equation in A. Use matrix. So learners, we shall use these 2 equations, the ones that are simplified. So first of all, here the coefficient of x is 1, so I'll just put here 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then the unknowns xy is equal to 19, 40, 47. So how do we find the determinant, learners? So the determinant of this matrix is given by, so product of the elements in the leading diagonal, we have 1 times 4, 1 times 4, then minus product of the elements in the minor diagonal, 3 times 2. So this will give us what? This will give us 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. Now, so the inverse, 1 over the determinant, and then we just interchange the position of the elements in the main diagonal, and then we change the signs of the elements in the minor diagonal. So here we shall have 4 minus 3 minus 2 and 1. So this one, it should be multiplied by the original matrix, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our unknown here, sorry learners, so let's find the inverse first, in a very simple way. Let's find the inverse. Let's find the inverse. Let's find the inverse. Sorry. Let's find the inverse. So this one times that will give us minus 2. Then this one times that will give us 1.5 positive. This one times that will give us 1. This one times that will actually give us minus 0.5. Remember, a half is the same as 0.5. So if we take this one now, minus 2, 1.5, 1 and minus 0.5. This is now what we multiply by the original matrix, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our unknown, the variables x, y. Now this one should give us what? Should give us this. We just write this, learners. minus 2, 1.5, 1, and minus 0.5. So this one should be multiplied by 1947. Yeah, like that. So if you multiply a matrix by its inverse, you get what we call an identity matrix, which is therefore 1, 0, 0, 1. Remember, if a matrix is multiplied by its inverse, then we get an identity matrix. So if we take 19 by minus 2, that gives us what? That gives us minus 38. So we have minus 38, then plus 47, yeah, plus 47, and then if we take, then this times that, 19, we take 19 times 1.5, that gives us 28.5, yeah, 28.5, and then minus, so this one times that, so 47 times 0.5, 23.5, so 23.5. So from here, if I take 47 minus 38, I get 9. So therefore, learners, 1001 xy is equal to, so this will give us 9. I hope you can see this one. This is 9. And then if I take 28.5, 0.5 minus 23.5, that gives us what? That gives us 5, learners. So this is 5. Yeah. So therefore, xy is equal to 9, 5. Hence, x is equal to 9 trips and y is equal to 5 trips. Yeah, so these are the values of x and y. And then from there now, yeah, so the last part, so the transporter was paid 500 Kenya shillings per ton of sand delivered to site B. Calculate the amount of profit made by the transporter. So what was the total income here earned by this transporter? 500. The number of trips made was 133, learners. So multiply this one by 133. So 500 times 133 will give us 66. I'm sorry. 500 times 133, 66,500. So we have this, the income, 66,500 Kenya shillings. Then the expenditure now. Expenditure here we have 3,000 times 9 x, actually, so the 7-ton lorry made x trips, so 9 trips, and each trip was actually 3,000 shillings, so times 9, and then plus 4,000. Then the 14-ton lorry made y trips, 5 trips, we have opened that, so this one times 5. So what do we get here? If we multiply this, then yeah, so we get 47,000 Kenya shillings. Therefore, what is the profit? So the profit realized, we take 66,500 minus 47,000. So this one gives us 19,500. So learners, that was how question number 20 was to be solved. A very simple question from matrices. This one is also tested in paper 1. As you can see here, it is question number 20 of Kcse 2025, paper 1, section 2. So thank you. May God bless you.